folks, this is All Out the One here. Welcome to another video review. Today we're looking at a nice piece of EDC kit. This is a very compact, pocketable, everyday use flashlight. It's custom made by Muyshondt, Muyshondt electric torches. This is the Aeon Mark III. I was really excited about getting this light. Been lusting after it for a long time and finally pulled the trigger about 6 weeks ago, and ever since ordering it was checking the post, the tracking regularly to see when I'd receive it, and finally it turned up, and I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with it. Really cool light. We'll go into it now. So this is the packaging, nice attractive packaging here, Aeon Mark III. See what it says. This package contains a Muyshondt electric torch. It has been designed to remove darkness. This torch is made from the highest grade materials and assembled by skilled craftsmen to create a superior lighting tool. Made from 7075 T6 aluminium construction, type 3 hard coat anodized, high CRI LED for superior beam quality, 3 light intensities, double AR coated brocellate glass lens, trapezoidal threads, gold plated electrical contacts, O-ring sealed, water resistant, push button tail cap, CR2 based, 17.5mm by 63mm in length. So here's some nice advertising here. Aeon Mark III, what will you see? Muyshondt electric torches. Really like the stylized picture there, very cool. And here you have a little certificate here. Thank you for purchasing, I'm just waiting for the camera to focus there. Thank you for purchasing an Aeon Mark III from Muyshondt. Your torch has been crafted with fine high grade materials and is engineered to provide a lifetime of service in an elegant tiny form. This certificate indicates that your light has been inspected and found to meet the quality standards set in its design and be free from defects in material or workmanship. Signed by Enrique himself, and you get the seal of quality there, seal of approval. Very nice concept there, and in fact I found this out recently. This actually glows in the dark if you give it a good charge. Let's see if I can show you. Well, you can see a little bit of the glow there. Just a nice little touch, however. So alongside, let there be light. Muyshondt electric torches. Remove the head and insert a CR2 cell, not rechargeable. You can't use rechargeable cells. This is designed for primaries only. Step 2, replace the head. Step 3, push the tail cap switch until it latches on. Step 4, cycle through modes by partially depressing and releasing the tail switch. Step 5, push the tail switch until it latches off. Simple, elegant, bright. Enjoy your new Aeon Mark III from Muyshondt. Questions, email vcc@muyshondt.net. And then finally, you get the torch itself. Alongside that, you also get a couple. You get a single spare O-ring in case you damage yours in any way, shape, or form. As far as I understand, customer service with Enrique is excellent, and spare parts can be purchased, and lights can be sent in for servicing and repair. So let's go into the look of the light. As I said, it works on one CR2 battery. Now the great thing about these batteries in particular is that you can also use them in lots of other camera equipment, but especially the fact that they have a really long shelf life. This one expires in 2024, so this could be sitting on a shelf for 10 years quite happily, and will still work when you click the switch. It does have a spring on the inside of the body there to keep the battery nicely in place and stop it rattling around, which is a very nice touch and worthwhile having. Lots of nice touches as you'll see through the light. Nice brass heatsink in there. All the contacts are gold plated for optimal performance. Trapezoidal threads, as I said, with a very high grade O-ring in place. Very smooth threads, as you'd expect for a high-end light of this caliber. Features a very light orange peel reflector, and the reflector is quite deep, especially for a light of this size. So on full it really does whack a fair distance and gives you that lovely throw. Features a removable pocket clip here with a kind of double dip, which really does keep it nice and secure on your pocket, and this is fairly rigid as well, so especially combined with this knurling up here, it's difficult to accidentally pull it out of your pocket, for example. As I said, the pocket clip is removable, so if you prefer to carry it in another way, such as on a lanyard or around your neck, for example, that's also doable. Now this is the aircraft grade aluminium version. In fact, this is a made from a special aluminium alloy, which is in fact stronger than steel. So there's not going to be an issue with durability for sure. To operate, you've got a rear tail cap switch, very simple, nice click action on it. Any engineers out there will definitely appreciate that one. Always comes on in low mode once it's been off for more than approximately 3 to 4 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's still in low mode. If you click it, if you lightly depress the switch whilst it's on for more than in under basically 3 seconds, it will flick to the next mode. So you've got your low mode, then it goes into high, and then you press it lightly again, and now you've got your full mode. And actually it's very quick, you can get into full mode very quickly from off. I do own many other small clicky torches, however this is probably the tiniest out of my collection, and definitely the most expensive. Many aspects of this torch are custom made, and in testing this has been out to basically space and then dropped back down to the earth to check how all the seals held up and everything, and came back and was working absolutely fine. There are several different versions of this available, i.e. different body materials including titanium and Damascus or other exotic kind of materials, but I wanted to use it on a daily basis. It wasn't going to be a shelf torch, you know, it's going to be actively used, and I've been EDCing this for approximately a month now, and with regards to quality and construction, absolutely cannot fault this thing. Beautiful craftsmanship, I really like the design. I got it in this kind of desert tan colour. The aluminium version is also available in black and blue, I believe. The titanium is either brushed or shiny, and the Damascus is God knows, because it was just incredibly dear, but not my cup of tea anyway, so I just opted for this version, and really does fit in nicely to my EDC rotation. With the I'll talk a little bit about the modes now. So starting in the low mode, this is a 1 lumen output. Because it has such a deep reflector, it does actually still throw quite a fair distance for such a low output, so that makes it useful in many ways. For up close tasks, this is low enough so it doesn't kind of take away your night vision if you're hitting against a hard surface, for example, and you're up close to it. And it has an incredibly long runtime, probably several hundred hours I'd imagine, especially with intermittent use. This is a very efficient let's say circuitry. The circuitry in this is incredibly efficient and has been custom designed by Enrique. So basically this is great in a survival situation where all you need is just the bare minimum of light to do certain tasks. But as I said, this will last hundreds and hundreds of hours, so very useful amount of light. Clicking up to the next mode, this is 15 lumens of output, and this is a little bright for up close tasks actually, especially if you've got your night vision tuned in, then this is a bit blinding, but it's nice and throwy, and it's perfect for walking along a path, for example. Just enough light to see what you're doing without stumbling over anything or overhanging branches, for example. And let's see what else. Probably has a throw of approximately, I'd say 20 meters comfortably, no problem, so about 60 feet. Nice balance between hotspot and throw. As I said, the reflector is orange peel, very lightly orange peeled, so it does slightly go more towards throw, I would say, than spill, which doesn't bother me in the least in this kind of light. Now finally we're going to go up to the high mode, which is 160 lumens, basically full out. I think that gives you about an hour and a half runtime, and again, because of the way the light is constructed with a very deep reflector for a light of this size, this has an extremely surprising good throw on it, and probably throws out to approximately say 50, 60, 70 kind of meter range, you know, enough to identify shapes, etc. Now let's talk about overall colour of the LED. Uses a very warm LED, but not so that, you know, it seems yellow. It's a very natural colour rendition produced from this LED and reflector combination. So colour wise, everything seems accurate when you examine it under this light. Great thing about this light, it absolutely disappears into your pocket, and for those of you that don't mind a slightly larger light for your keychain, this could even work for you. But ideally this is a pocket light for me, and I really don't want anything on an EDC basis in my pockets larger than this. So in form and in form aspect, this is absolutely bang on. Really like it. Nice, simple to use, clicky. Like having that sound there, and the clicky does in fact feel very well made. As I have decided to use this as an EDC light from now on, I've made a couple of modifications to it. I did this little lanyard here, which has a couple of trits in it, so it just makes the light easy to find in the dark, and helps you pulling it in and out of a pocket or pouch. I actually carry it in this pouch here, which is the Cape Pocket Organizer Type 1. Fits perfectly in there. Can even pocket clip it on, but I haven't had a problem with it falling out of my pocket, so yeah, I'll just keep it kind of to the side like so, sitting alongside my Fisher Space Pen Bullet, the classic EDC writing tool. So yeah, it works perfectly in this capacity, and I'm really loving it as my EDC light. As I said, I've made a couple of mods to it. Here I've just built a diffuser, so I'm just using it as an area light. Gives you lots of side spill to see what you're doing, and even works well as a lantern, for example hanging it by your camp in the woods. Just a nice little addition to it basically, just to give it a bit more versatility. And also made a custom battery holder, so it just sits a couple of spare CR2 batteries in there. Sorry, I've used one for this demonstration as I wanted to put a fresh cell in it. So yeah, this just adds a little bit more versatility to the kit overall. But yeah, just an outstanding little light. One thing I noticed, the LED is extremely well centered, probably the best out of any light I've ever seen, and really is bang on in the middle there. It's not really a huge issue in practice, but it just goes to show the attention to detail involved in making this light. Next time I'm out in the woods, I'll be sure to make some beam shot videos of this torch for anyone that's interested, and compare it to some other torches in its kind of fighting weight. So this has been my desktop review of the Aeon Mark III by Enrique Muyshondt, Muyshondt.net. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for lots more news, reviews and discussions. This is All Out the One, signing out for now. Thanks for watching, your support is genuinely appreciated.